Across cities, highways, and remote terrain, electric motorcycles are no longer experiments. They are frontline tools of modern law enforcement. So which electric bikes have earned a badge, and which ones are redefining police power on two wheels? Decimate Zero FX. The shift toward electric policing doesn't begin with raw speed or dominance, it begins with accessibility. And for many police departments, the first step into electrification has to be practical, affordable, and easy to integrate. That's exactly where the Zero FX and FXE police models fit in. Lightweight, agile, and already in service with police departments across the US and Europe, these motorcycles are built for short patrols, campuses, downtown streets, as well as for community-focused operations. They introduce electric mobility without forcing departments to overhaul their entire fleet philosophy. But can a quiet, lightweight electric bike truly earn a place in law enforcement? Or is it simply a training wheel solution for departments testing the waters? The FX and FXE answer that question through efficiency rather than intimidation. Their near-silent motors allow officers to move through urban environments without disruption, while simple electric drivetrains drastically cut maintenance demands. They may not dominate highways or extended pursuits, but they prove much more important that electric policing is already practical, affordable, and operational today. And if this is only the starting line, what comes next is far more aggressive. Divani, Kalk AP. Unlike most electric police motorcycles, the Kalk AP wasn't adapted from a civilian design. It was built from the ground up for authorities. It is ultra-lightweight, visually minimal, and almost eerily silent. The Kalk AP is designed for situations where presence must be controlled rather than announced. It thrives in crowd management, event security, park patrols, and sensitive urban operations where traditional motorcycles would draw too much attention or disrupt the environment. But can a motorcycle this quiet and this restrained really function as a serious law enforcement tool? In practice, the Kalk AP succeeds precisely because it refuses to behave like a conventional police bike. Its silent electric drivetrain allows officers to approach situations without warning. No engine noise and no spectacle. Its stripped-down design minimizes mechanical failure points, while its agility makes it ideal for stop-and-go environments. The Kalk AP doesn't chase suspects or dominate highways. It observes, intervenes, and disappears, which proves that in modern policing, silence can be just as powerful as speed. So just a quick timeout, guys. Just before we move on to the rest of the video, could we ask you for a small favor? If you've enjoyed the content so far, could you take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel? Over 98% of viewers watch our videos without subscribing. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it is a really huge help to us. Thanks. 8. BMW CE04 Authority. When it comes to police motorcycles, BMW brings decades of institutional trust, and the CE04 Authority carries that reputation into the electric era. Built specifically for urban European policing, this futuristic electric scooter is engineered for dense cities where traffic, weather, and pedestrian safety define daily operations. Rather than chasing top speed, the CE04 prioritizes control, predictability, and constant situational awareness. But can a machine designed around intelligence and safety, rather than brute force, truly meet the demands of modern law enforcement? The CE04 answers with refinement. Advanced traction control, ABS tuned for wet conditions, integrated police lighting, and fully digital dashboards keep officers connected and protected at all times. Cities across Europe have embraced it for environments where agility matters more than raw power. This is a motorcycle built around data, diagnostics, and rider safety, which makes it efficient, composed, and technologically polished. It reflects Europe's methodical approach to electric policing. But while intelligence is essential, range remains a great electric question. 7. Energica Experia. Range anxiety has haunted electric vehicles since the beginning. However, this is only until Energica entered the conversation. The Energica Experia, now adapted for police use in parts of Europe, challenges the idea that electric motorcycles are limited to short urban missions. Designed for sustained cruising rather than brief bursts of power, it brings endurance into the electric law enforcement space for the first time. But can an electric motorcycle truly match the long-distance reliability that officers have trusted for decades? The Experia answers with composure. One of the longest ranges in the electric motorcycle world, combined with advanced battery management, highway stability, and real-world endurance, makes it ideal for suburban patrols, highway escorts, and extended shifts. For officers accustomed to internal combustion reliability, it doesn't feel like a compromise. Instead, it feels like a replacement. And when distance is conquered, we have speed as our next battlefield. 6. Zero SRF Police. Cities don't reward top speed, but they do reward instant response. And that's where the Zero SR/F Police comes in and thrives. Built for traffic-heavy environments, this electric motorcycle delivers explosive torque the moment the throttle turns. Instead of chasing top-end numbers, the SR/F focuses on rapid acceleration, precise handling, and control in the chaos of urban streets. However, can an electric motorcycle truly dominate high-pressure pursuit scenarios, especially without the intimidation of a roaring engine? The SR/F answers decisively. Performance suspension, high-spec braking systems, and a rigid chassis designed for aggressive riding allow it to surge ahead in stoplight chases and rapid response situations. Officers describe it as both thrilling and intimidating, not because it's loud, but because it launches without warning. As one rider put it, when the light turns green, this thing is already gone. But what happens when the road ends? 5. Sur-Ron Storm Bee. Not all policing happens on pavement. For Border Patrol units, park services, and operations in rugged terrain, silence and agility aren't luxuries. They're tactical advantages. The Sur-Ron Storm Bee, adapted for law enforcement use, fills a niche that traditional police motorcycles simply can't. Being built to move where roads disappear, it brings electric capability into environments that demand discretion and durability. But can a lightweight electric bike truly handle the unpredictability of off-road law enforcement? The Storm Bee proves it can. Lightweight yet tough, it navigates dirt, sand, forest trails, and uneven terrain with ease. Its silent electric motor allows officers to patrol wildlife reserves and remote areas without disturbing the environment or alerting suspects. Swappable batteries and simplified mechanical systems make it ideal for specialized response units rather than daily patrols. This is electric policing at its most unconventional and, in the right conditions, its most effective. 4. Harley-Davidson LiveWire 1. Few brands are as deeply tied to policing as Harley-Davidson. For decades, its motorcycles have symbolized authority, presence, and tradition on American roads. That's what makes the LiveWire 1 so significant. While not yet standard issue, multiple police departments have tested it as a potential highway-capable electric patrol motorcycle, which is a bold step for a brand built on internal combustion. But can an electric Harley truly live up to the expectations of officers raised on rumbling V-twins? The LiveWire 1 answers with confidence. Aggressive acceleration, a familiar riding posture, and unmistakable road presence allow it to bridge tradition and transformation. Veteran riders recognize the stance and authority, while modern electric performance introduces a new kind of power. It's loud in reputation and, yes, even when silent in operation. But as iconic as tradition may be, technology and not nostalgia is what defines our top 3 today. 3. Zero-D SRX Police. The Zero-D SR/X Police isn't just a motorcycle, it's like a rolling command center. With advanced dashboards, real-time connectivity to headquarters, integrated sensors, as well as ride assist systems, this bike transforms policing into a high-tech operation. Officers no longer ride blindly because every turn, acceleration, and maneuver is informed by data. Electric motorcycles stop being simple vehicles and instead become integrated systems of situational awareness, safety, and decision-making. But can intelligence alone be enough when situations demand raw, unrelenting power? The DSR/X answers with both. Its sophisticated technology gives officers unparalleled awareness, while its electric drivetrain delivers instant torque and responsive handling. This bike also observes, predicts, and responds, blending brains with brawn. And for the first time, a police motorcycle can think almost as fast as the officer who rides it. And when intelligence meets raw power, things tend to get serious. 2. Energica Ego Plus. If sheer performance defines authority, the Energica Ego Plus is the ultimate statement. With its superbike-level acceleration, blistering torque, and top-tier handling, it's one of the fastest electric motorcycles ever adapted for law enforcement demonstrations. In the world of high-speed pursuits, the Ego Plus isn't just competitive, it dominates. But speed and power alone, even this much, aren't the final word in electric policing. Can a bike be fast, intimidating, and safe, yet still fall short of redefining the future? Departments testing the Ego Plus report unanimous awe. It's intimidating to both riders and suspects, arriving with the decisiveness of a lightning strike. It doesn't just chase quietly, it immediately asserts control. Yet despite its overwhelming performance, there remains one machine that pushes the boundaries of technology, intelligence, and authority even further, which shows us a glimpse of where policing on two wheels is heading, and that ultimate vision is coming next. 1. Damon Hypersport. The Damon Hypersport isn't just a motorcycle, it's also a glimpse into the future of law enforcement. Equipped with radar-based 360-degree awareness, AI-assisted safety systems, and real-time threat detection, it transforms the concept of a patrol bike. This isn't simply about speed or torque, it's about intelligence, prediction, and proactive protection. But can a machine this advanced truly operate in the unpredictable chaos of real-world policing? Or is it merely a vision of what might be? The Hypersport answers with both promise and precision. While still limited in deployment, its technology redefines officer safety, situational control, and operational efficiency. It not only reacts to threats, but also predicts them, offering a level of awareness no traditional motorcycle could match. This is the most advanced electric police motorcycle concept of 2025, not because it's ubiquitous, but because it shows the full potential of what policing on two wheels can become. For departments daring enough to embrace it, the future isn't approaching, it's already riding beside them. The crown of electric policing has been claimed, and it's powered by everything you can think of, being it innovation, intelligence, and impossibly fast torque. Electric police motorcycles are no longer experiments or curiosities. By 2025, they're quieter, faster, smarter, and increasingly dominant. Across cities, highways, and rugged terrain, law enforcement is proving that authority doesn't require noise. It majorly requires precision, intelligence, and responsiveness. But with so many innovations, which bike truly defines the future, and which would you trust to handle the chaos of a real pursuit? The answer is pretty clear that the future of policing isn't arriving with a roar. It's silent, instantaneous, and unstoppable. These motorcycles are rewriting what it means to patrol, respond, and enforce. They are the quiet enforcers, the intelligent observers, and the ultimate tools for a modern era of law enforcement. But what do you think? Which electric cop motorcycle impressed you the most, and which would you trust in a pursuit? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to check out our video on American cars that never break down.